The following is a fan-based parody. The voices in this video were created by AI tools and do not represent the real-life figures of said voices. Opinions and topics discussed by the characters in question are written purely as satire and do not reflect their real-life counterparts' opinions or the writer's opinion on the matter. The purpose of this video is purely for entertainment. Thanks to all channel members and donators. Your support makes these videos possible. Hello everybody. Welcome to a very special playthrough of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Today I have with me my two great friends, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. What's up, boys?
Good evening, boyos. What's good with it?
Yoey, coming back from the dead, it's your boy, Joey McFroey.
We are going to be attempting a standard randomized Nuzlocke of this game. The first Pokemon of each route or new area can be attempted to be caught. If a Pokemon faints, it dies permanently, and we must nickname all of the creatures we catch on our journey. Items are randomized in shops and the overworld, and enemy trainers also use random teams. Move sets and stats aren't changed, as this game already utilizes them in a unique way, which we will soon find out.
Finally, we can only use fused Pokemon throughout our adventure. We can disassemble and create new amalgamations. But if a Pokemon dies, we lose both monsters that are a part of that fusion.
Unless we wipe out against a Daddy Swalot, otherwise it's a dub using the alternate win condition.
Joe, stop that now. Come on, man. Let's change our settings and make a save file here.
There it is. The one and only Bush feature in this whole series, and this time it's deleting his quote, "Bushy whooshy save file playing" as the girl protagonist. Off to a magnificent magnitude 10 start, I see.
Calm down, Donnie. I had Bush test the game to make sure it ran properly, so all three of us could go into it blindly. Battle style is on set because we ain't no purr ugly pussies, and what border would you guys like?
It's still hashtag free blocky on these twittery skies, Barack.
Ooh, the Altaria one still got me feeling all bubbly and despicable inside.
Okay, because of that comment and the fact we used your suggestion last playthrough, Joe, I'm going to side with Donald on this one. The game also has a handy option for level caps, which we are going to use so we can't overpower the opponent with just our level difference.
Sounds good to me. What a handy-dandy feature indeedy.
I'm getting bored, fellas, no offense. This game's customization features mid as hell. They're putting me to sleep here.
Wow, shocker.
All right, what age do we want our character to be?
Oh, never mind. Game of the freaking year. Goddamn. Put that shit into the negative digits, baby.
All right, I'm just going to leave it at 13. I'm not even sure why it's an option here, honestly. I'll call us USA again since this is GP6's official Season 2 on the channel.
We finished the application form, so let's submit this sucker and begin our adventure.
Yippity, let the journey begin.
Oh, fantastic. Which one of you idiots turned off ad blocker, huh? 3 minutes into a YouTube video, and now I gotta hear about a crappy 94% discounted VPN.
No, Joseph, the game is showing us the DNA splicers, a powerful tool used to fuse and defuse two Pokemon of your choice.
Wowzer Mac Bowser. We should get one to use on you, Barack, so we can separate that shitty skill issue side from your busted elite Pokemon Brainiac side.
Or on yourself to separate all that fat from my friend, Donald.
God, it is so good to be Barack with you two. What have you guys been up to so far in 2024?
Well, I've gotten back into slinging that crystal like it's 2001, baby. This dude CJ and I have been skydropping cocaine on the regular now, usually every Thursday at noon. We record the whole thing and put it on his channel. You should check it out. I think you two would be very compatible with him.
Hey, yo, pause.
It's a no-pause zone this time around, fellas. I've actually gone and picked up a new hobby of collecting clovers. Wandering through the moo-moo meadows of the U.S. countryside makes you realize it's beautiful and yet horrifying wildlife. Pretty sure I saw this shit smearing bear drag its literal ass down a spiraling mountainside. Once I locked eyes with it, I tried running away more than a mastiff holding a smoke ball.
Real quick, any of you got a name for our rival?
If we are the U.S., call him the world. This is our journey to show why we are the most powerful nation on the planet.
OMG, Vape Nation mentioned. Rise up, we in this.
How many gangs are you a part of now, Joe? Anywho, anything else you two have been getting up to?
Actually, I started playing this game called Pal World. I think it's a Digimon ripoff. Can you believe that? Regardless, the gameplay is best in the biz, but the monsters are uglier than Donald's kids.
Your daughter literally looks like a freaking fish. Whisk Ashley, Rick Astley, rolling looking bitch.
You're only hating because she rejected you on Valentine's Day. I don't want to hear it, you Shieldbert-looking ass. Back to my story. Theoretically, if we ever rank these pals, I want you to know I wouldn't go near any of them or even imagine doing something sinister with them, especially the chicken.
Oh, thank God he won't be getting choked today. The Delmi's dementia is coming back already. You love to see it.
All right, it's starter time.
What the fuck am I looking at? That's not Squirtle.
Hey, it's got Barack in the name.
Horrifying, no doubt, but at least it's not cursed.
I don't feel safe. Tell me it's a bad dream, please.
Don't piss your pants sage on this last one, Joe.
It's the God Duck. Oh, the prophecies foretold of this legend. We must select the mighty strong Wucky, Cucky Almighty Ducky.
So we have a fusion of Ambipom and Spinarak, another of Gengar and Maril, and finally, is it Golurk and Gold Duck?
You must pick the God Duck. We shall never fail with the God Duck. Yart, Yart.
Jiminy Cricket on a keister bun. Joe, I picked him okay. I'll name him God Duck in your stupid punctuation, but you owe me a nickname when you're playing. Also, never make that sound again.
It's Golem, Barack. You can tell by the rocky textures, which is like his outer shell. Having a rock water or groundwater type should be pretty good coverage, I think.
Have you two been studying this game? Because I'm completely lost on what you're both talking about.
What are you confused about, Joe? I don't know about Donald, but I only know the concept behind this game. I don't have a clue about anything beyond that.
I'm in the same boat. I only know about the game's gimmick, but not much else. Are you realizing the same thing I am, Barack?
God damn it. Because of the combination of moves we have, we actually cannot hurt ghost types at all. Thank God this battle doesn't count since we don't have Pokeballs yet. That would have ended the run faster than Donald attempting a real-life run.
I could still speed blitz you two like an electrode. You erect chodes.
And now he's gone back to his racist days by pronouncing Pokemon names like a Chinese guy. I don't know which L is bigger right now, the one on the screen or Donald's entire life up until this point.
Savor this moment, everybody, because we won't be losing our team ever again.
Wallace isn't in this game, is he?
To my knowledge, he shouldn't be, Joe. There's no need to worry. He won't be annihilating us like an ape this time around.
Thank God, because that was embarrassing when you lost your whole team to him last run, Donald. I feel secure now.
It's okay to feel like that, Joe. You didn't actually play too badly in that fight. It's just hold the fucking Froakie noseballs. I didn't lose against him. You did! You gray ninja tongue gagger.
Please stop shouting at me. Not you too, Barack. I'm sorry for enslaving your entire race back in the day. It was just a funny ha-ha kind of moment. Forgive me.
Wait, Joe, I'm putting aside your froggy fetish for now. Barack, are you okay? All right, never mind. He's all good.
I didn't think the slave trend would catch on. Sorry. Gomenasai Barack.
God, I'm so sorry, boys. I don't know what demon took over me there, but I'm back and we should be good to go again.
I know I'm a bit behind on the mainline series games, but when exactly did this one come out? Or is this always how red and blue looked? And why are the Pokemans all kinds of messed up?
You cannot be serious, Sleepy Joe. This is Infinite Fusion, a fan game created by a whole load of dedicated artists and talented bunch where the main gimmick is being able to fuse any two Pokemon together. Have you not been paying attention up until now? You even commented on Golem and Gold Duck combining into the God Duck.
I just thought that's how the God Duck always looked. Who is this Gold Duck fellow you're referring to?
How can your nature always be naive, you looper of a whooper?
Look on the screen right now, Joe. Don't you see the Frostlass and Blaziken merged together into one being? Isn't that strange to you?
I agree, Barack. This Blaziken does have a nice frosty ass. I'm a lick it later.
She kind of bad, though. Is that Frost?
I'm just trying to figure out why this hacker decided to teach it Powder Snow. Why can't they just play the game normally like the rest of us?
Joe, you don't understand. They're regular NPCs.
You know what? If his head canon is that they're all hackers, let it be Barack. Whatever way he wants to interpret the game doesn't matter to us in the end. Let him off the hook. What do you say?
Oh, sweet. Thanks for your forgiveness, Father Baraki Waki. Show this Super Saiyan 3 Mr. Popo looking ass who's boss.
You're sounding extra normal today, Obama. I'm going to start calling you Blissy at this rate.
Ain't nothing better than a thick, creamy, Caucasian Blissy at the weekend. You don't tick all those boxes quite yet, Barack. But one day...
You G-Max assholes. I'm clearly going through something right now.
And so is God Duck. Confusion, or as Joe calls it, puberty.
Is the God Duck gay? Huge dub if true.
We got to go collect Grandpappy's package. Then we can finally start our journey with Pokeballs in hand. I wonder if my manipulation skills have gotten rusty.
You're a woman?
I'm not surprised you're the one taking the professor's parcel, Barack. Seems like a field you'd have some experience in.
We've been through this, Donald. He has lots of experience in fields. He literally works for Farmer Wilkins on the daily.
I'm not too sure about that one, Joe. It's hard to say I work for a guy who I slammed down the guillotine called Kingler on last week.
You did? 07's for the last real slave owner. Damn it.
Finally, let's get this show on the road. Grass Folks Balls with mighty force as our Nuzlocke adventure officially begins.
I know I can only speak Braille fluently, but I'm pretty sure balls don't go into the berries pocket portion of our bag. Is there a new Rost ball or something added to this game that we weren't aware of?
Well, this is about as problematic as a Porygon. We cannot even catch anything yet. I guess we got to go to the mart and actually buy our first set of Pokeballs. Bit annoying, but we make do with what we have.
Check the Pokédex real quick to see how many monsters are in this game.
That Frostikin was number 131094. I bet there's at least 220,000 goons in this. And what is this menu? It seems you can change the sprite of your fusion if there are multiple available. Why the hell is that the sickest feature I have possibly ever seen?
I agree, Donald. The customizability goes nutty, apparently. There seems to be a variation of the God Duck Joe. Would you like me to change the sprite to this?
That's his stupid older brother, Kevin. Don't switch to that loser.
There's actually lore to this thing? God has a brother?
Oh, sweet. My Jirachi plush has finally arrived in game.
Wait a second. That's not a marketable plush. Did you just get handed a Ludicolo X Latios fusion? Ain't no way!
Call him DoorDash or Taco Bell.
You owe me enough nicknames as it is, Joe Cephalon. Don't be so culturally inappropriate. I'm gonna call him Fly Amigo because I bet he's a really cool dude to hang out with.
Guys, what the F? And they call me the raggedy racist. Let's check out his stats. He should be decently strong. It's a he. Waluigi.
So we pulled two legendaries at once? The power scaling since Sapphire has gotten out of control, I see. Why are they giving us this much firepower so early? Stay cautious, boys. This is a sign.
It's called Luck Obama. Stop your Wimpod whining. How do stats work when Pokemon are combined or have sex or whatever this gimmick is?
Ah, yes. Pokemon sex. That's what we are playing, Sleepy Joe.
That, I'm not too sure of, Joe. As I said, all of us are playing through this blind. If I had to guess, I'm sure it's got something to do with which Pokemon you fuse first. Or maybe it's based on the average of your stats combined and halved. I don't really know. We will figure it out soon enough.
Hey, look, the Jold Amber. We can use that to revive the Aerodactyl asshole who's in this very Discord call.
I would say Barack is more so built like a big black Bastiodon, his favorite hub category also. Besides, we aren't allowed to use revives in a Nuzlocke, you idiot.
Hush, Joe. I'm trying to remember which way to go.
So this game is another freaking remaster of Gen 1. I'm all for sucking off Masuda's Ultra Balls until they go red and blue. But isn't this the 8th remake or something?
It's a fan game, Joe. Massive difference. You already know it's going to be much higher quality than anything Game Freak has ever released.
This game's region is based off of Kanto as much as Donald is based off of a human. There's similarities, but one of these things is not like the other.
Hypno in Japanese literally translates to Barack Kidnapper Obama. Go back to chasing young ones around the Sevi Islands with Jeffrey. You babushka, bouffalant butt muncher.
Rumor has it you were a smooth criminal in the berry forest, Barack.
You don't believe those stories, do you? I was genuinely asking Annie, was she okay? I didn't mean to hit her so hard, I was aiming for her mother.
Excuse me?
You were asking why some of the Pokemon looked strange earlier, Joe. That's because the default fuse sprite is based on an AI fusion generator program. The designs that look proper and higher quality are from community sprite artists who have designed the fusion to be based off of the original combined look or typically a reference to other media in pop culture.
This game is made with AI. Boycott this shit. It's lazy and hurtful to the environment.
As we make our way into the Viridian Forest, I want to talk about how we're going to be handling the comment question for each episode in this series.
I wonder is the bench where I first hit it still around in the forest?
Just get the APOMs to give you tail jobs atop the trees. You're not left with the same guilt as leaving a Pokeho to die in the woods.
Let me write that down. Take it away, Barack.
This season, we will be trying something a little different. This time around, we will be asking 2 comment questions per video, but we want you guys, the viewers, to ask them. This may or may not work. We will trial it for a few episodes. Please be patient with our Empoleon eating editor while he figures it out.
It's simpler than a Bidoof, really. All you got to do is leave a Pokemon comment question that you would like the 3 of us to answer in the comment section down below. That's the first question we will be answering. The second will be a question asked by any donators. This will significantly increase the chance of your question being answered, as well as being a great time to acknowledge those who financially support the channel.
Of course, your comment will still be featured on the disclaimer screen, too. So if you want to leave your mark on the series and be forever featured in another 10+ hour feature film, now's your chance. Just don't be that guy who gains a weekly comment streak saying day 844 of wondering what measurements Barack Sandaconda is. Joe and I agree that it's not that impressive.
You've got bigger tits than a Jinx Donald. I don't want to hear it.
Very weird of you to sexualize your sister like that, Barack.
As you know, times are tough, and the price of creating a series like this has dramatically increased because of a few new production hurdles that have popped up. The main cost is the fact that Joe is actually getting paid this time around.
Wait, I am? I thought signing that contract for 3 million Irish Eurodollar monies per episode was a joke.
We wish it was to Mr. Mac Blowy, but alas, here we are. Viewers, if you are so generous as to donate, the best place to do so is on our Buy Me a Coffee page, which can be found in the description of all of GP's videos. Even if you donate $1, you will have just as much of a chance of getting your comment question answered as someone who donates a bajillion or whatever. YouTube donations are appreciated too, but there's a minimum spend and the cut is like almost 50-50, so the Buy Me a Coffee page is definitely the preferred method.
I noticed that the page says socks instead of coffee, boys. Why is that? What's in the socks?
Oh, thank God. That's one joke I'm glad we've dropped since last season. Absolutely nothing, Joey. There's nothing in the socks. They're somehow emptier than the Paldea region.
That's perfect. I can start filling them up with my bubbly purpley cum.
Okay, Joe, I think we've heard enough out of you. Fly Amigo just learned Dragon Dance, which is absurdly broken this early on, and the God Duck is learning Magnitude. I think we can unanimously agree that is better than Tackle.
I thought Magnitude was Donald's signature move.
I think I see where this is going, you root fossil-looking ass, but go on. Why did you think that?
Because every time you step into a room, you end up using it.
Screw you, you sand-slash sucker.
Guys, pay attention. I'm trying to figure out how level up moves and stats work, but you two are here talking about natural disasters and sucking off a scaly anteater. Just behave, will you?
Oh, I'll behave for you, Barry.
Joe's sussiness aside, you seem to be kicking ass in this place, Barack. Great job, Oomphy.
Thanks, Donnie, but speaking of kicking booty, can I just ask, fellas, we keep it down on the, how do you call it, funky, chunky, butt-sniffing, stunky stuff? I know it creeps some of the viewers out.
No more gay talk? Gotcha, Barack.
No, that's still fair game. I mean, literally talking about shoving things and widening holes that should never be stretched. It just doesn't get me as riled up as it used to.
Understandable, Barack. I won't treat you like Harley from the anime anymore, you cacturn cuddler.
Wait, that's it? No lore-heavy exhibition dump in the first episode? No foreshadowing or insane revelation to keep the theorists guessing what happens every episode? Nothing?
What is there to expand upon, Donald? It's just 3 bros chilling together in a Discord call, playing a pocket monster game. Surely the audience can't expect much more than that.
But there are so many unanswered questions. What about Barack's sus redemption arc, or where we get our future sight powers from? Joe, what about your rematch against Sukuna's son, Magnus Carlsen, to win Joe Mama back? And when will our editor stop posting those Meowscarada feet pics on his OnlyFans?
Are they real? I don't believe you. DM the proof right now.
You know what? Forget it. Back to the game. Some of these fusions are litty like the Gritty Boys. Don't you think?
This Tenabell looks like he would massacre more innocents than the Great Purge, and I'm all for it at this rate.
I hate that I'm the one explaining the rules and game mechanics all the time, but as the game goes on, I believe Pokemon will forcefully evolve, therefore leading to more custom fusion sprites. A lot of first stage and middle stage evolutions don't have fancy-dancy pixel art because they're going to evolve anyway. Does that make sense?
Makes about as much sense as Reshiram having more physical attack than Hitmonchan. Apparently these hands are nothing against white supremacy.
Nice to see you've been studying up on your stat comparisons, Joe. I always thought that was your weakest Pokey Jeopardy category.
It's nice to see that they've added some modern-day Pokemon to this game to increase the number of badass combinations. Lycanroc definitely has some sick fusions in this, I bet.
And I bet you're still above 400 pounds, you Magnezone wannabe. That bide was a risky play, but it was worth it. So our Luigi unit learns Gust. So that should help quite a bit.
You beat the first dungeon, Barack. Well done. It took me several weeks to make it through that maze the last time I played Pokemon Blue.
It's a straight shot to the exit, no?
The path through that place is about as straight as my Wobbuffet, after seeing the luscious, wet lips of a female Wobbuffet.
So bent to the left slightly at a 28-degree angle pointing west?
How do you know the exact coordinates of Joe's big, beefy blue punching bag? You know what? Let's make like an Electabuzz and move swiftly along. We've already made it to Pewter City, guys. Let's hope they have Pokeballs.
And if they don't?
Well, then Brock can catch the hands from my Reshiram rice cracker, Joey McRowie.
I've got your back, my Choco Baracco Bar.
I'm a bit sad we won't see the Brock Pewter, ex-Brock Obama, ex-Brock Lesnar hell in a cell match this season.
Special item shop. Let's see, what Pokeballs shall we buy?
Who the hell traded in my chain?
Great, now I'll have to reset the item shop until we get balls.
I see you're heading straight to Victory Road with just Fly Amigo and the God Suck Obama. Mad respect, homie, you got this.
He's obviously going to fight the optional rival Joe so that he can unlock the secret garden area and play the hidden baseball minigame. I'll be the pitcher and throw the enemy a forkball, Barack. Put me in, coach.
What the snom are you talking about, Donnie Dozo? And are you not going to comment on the fact that Joe called the God Duck the God Suck?
What difference does it make?
If I could skydrop your bodies right now, I hope you both know I would. I love you both outside of the game, but all of a sudden when I'm locked in and leaning forward in my serious gamer pose, you two irritate me more than a double team spammer. Speaking of, I've quickly come to realize Mimikyu combined with anything to gain its ability is quite nasty. Imagine a Tail Glow Manaphy or Swords Dance Yanmega with the Disguise sub. That would be so broken. I'm excited at the possibilities. Are you two hoping for any monsters to appear in this run?
Joe just wants a Swalot so he can fuse with it. What he does from there, nobody wants to know.
Since when did you learn Mind Reader Donald?
Wait, before I answer. This guy is saying that if you talk to trainers, they'll often challenge you to a rematch, trade you one of their Pokemon, or give you an item. My God, this game has some amazing additions. I might bust a Meltan when it's my turn.
In terms of Pokemon I want, let me tell you exactly what I don't want first. We already have the best water type in the game with the God Duck. And after our last playthrough, I don't want to see another one again.
Are you the new leader of Team Magma, Joey? You can't really start hating on one of the most common
No
types.
fish, no mammals, no wet furry creatures, whatever the hell Corsola is meant to be, nothing.
Jesus, Joe, calm down, my guy. You're tiptoeing the line of discrimination towards that one type. Be careful.
Tiptoeing the line? Okay, sorry, let me clear it up for the record. To the people, I am a mega racist towards water-type Pokemon. IGN was right. Too much water is an understatement.
So what types would you like us to have more of?
Grass, 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 baby.
You say that as if you want to bone all grass types, even if it's not that effective. I don't understand why you want to bang them so badly, Joe. Never mind. I totally get it now. Call me Barack because that thing needs to vine whip me. Now!
I wouldn't mind a peek of that grassy ass in the morning.
I never thought I'd see the day where I could confidently say a Tangrowth sprite looks cute. But here we are. Back to the topic, Donnie. Who would you like to see us capture throughout this run?
I'm mainly on the lookout for the metagame powerhouses throughout the years. If we could get another Slack King, we should be able to override its ability and give it some sick secondary typing. What about a Pure Power Breloom or Speed Boost Salamence? The combinations are seemingly endless.
Just like the number that shows up when you step on a scales.
Don't bother fat-shaming Donald this time around, Joe. Rumor has it he's in the midst of fixing it.
You can't fix an entire planet/blubber/Kirby-sized guy like Donald over the course of a playthrough. The series is about to end anyway. Go ahead and sweep the Elite Four and put this game to resto. No chesto.
How very insightful of you, Joe. But you won't be the one laughing when I'm 200 pounds lighter and whopping your brittle old Brion ass from Alola all the way around to Kalos. Maybe you should try and find a way to make yourself more enjoyable to be around before this series ends.
Stop it now, you two. Come on. This game is not exactly a walk in the park from what I've heard, and the fact we all know little to nothing about it definitely doesn't help. I've got a dragon dance up just for the speed boost, and this time around, we've got moves to hit that cursed-looking general in the back.
I'm presuming fused Pokemon evolve alongside both evolution chains, right? So at level 18, our rival, Zawarudo, will have a fully evolved starter. Yikes!
Quick question. Does General have Gengar or Maril's genitals after fusing? Following up that statement, does it still grow a dick from the Dickic shop if it evolves into a Genzumaril?
I believe fusions are genderless or gender neutral. I'm sure it would have made breeding more complicated.
You're telling me this game is pronoun appropriate by respecting each fusion's identity? God, I'm hornier than a great tusk. Baby!
Just assimilate this creepy pasta inherited nightmare with the god duck Barack. I can't bear to look at its speed-lowering scary face any longer.
Trust me, Joe, I'm trying here. But somehow he's managed to land 2 hypnosis while living on 1 HP. Time to let this god cast his judgment.
I'm just saying, Kevin wouldn't have let you down in this fight, Barack.
Don't even go there. Do it Ducky Chucky.
Apparently the Joe X God Duck bond runs deep. What is your connection to this thing, Peepinator?
It goes back to my homeboy and possible son, Jesus Q. Christ. Shortly after he respawned and delivered all the Easter eggs around the world, he put his hand on my shoulder and said this: "One day you shall find true salvation." People ask me how I was walking on water, but really I was just using surf with my god duck. You will experience that joy one day, you impressively massive sinner.
That all checks out, but what in your son's name did you do that was so horrendous back then, Joe?
Mainly tax evasion. Way before you made it cool, Donald.
We seem to be getting a lot of random berries as overworld items. I really hope that changes soon.
Isn't that your bonus passive skill while you in particular are playing Barack?
Oh, shut up, you Purugly Pincher.
Let's see if the shop reset worked.
Thanks St. Kekleon tonight. We won't have to keep closing the program and re-randomizing. Kinda wish the game would guarantee that the first 2 shops give you regular Pokeballs or something, but alas, we are stuck with the Boost Ball. It seems to have a lower capture rate, but I'll take anything at this point.
Maybe check the berries to see if they can be sold for more than chump change. I doubt it, but hey, it's worth a scale shot.
Not a bad idea, Donnie. Since this episode is already approaching the half-hour mark, I'll attempt a capture on 2 wild beasts south and west of Viridian City. Then you can go for the others available next time. Roronoa Joro?
It's Jojo Joa, Joero. Get it right. But yeah, sounds like a great idea to me.
Call me Godzilla, because I think I might have had a fucking stroke and just died listening to that.
You're definitely the right size to be a kaiju, all right.
Since you've re-randomized the shop items, I think it's only fair you sell the Jold Amber Barack, right? Technically, we shouldn't have it since it's part of another item cycle.
True, Donnie, but let's get our first encounter of this run first.
A black police officer? Oh yeah, I can tell you've started manipulating the seeds already to obtain such an unrealistic reality, Barack. Nice try.
I actually haven't, Joe. It seems like I've been nerfed this season because I haven't been able to tap into my future sight. Maybe it's a move I forgot. Plus, I'm used to the RNG of a regular Pokemon game, not something built in RPG Maker, you pansier pounder.
Watch it, Obama. He's part Magnezone. He could whip out a Spark or Thundershock at any moment to scorch Fly Amigo from the skies.
If moveset combinations work the way I think they do, he shouldn't even have an electric move yet. Surely he would have used one by now, don't you think?
You're probably right, Barack. Even though the encounter is suspicious, I'll believe in your 6 skills to catch this thing in a boost ball.
Well, let's just see how the Premier Ball goes first.
Imprisoning it in an all-white sphere? I can't believe I'm siding with Joe on this one. What kind of racist metaphor is this?
There is no metaphor. I'm trying to win in a kid's game. You know what? Just to annoy you two, I'm calling it Good Cop.
I mean, that just kind of proves our point. Why do you feel the need to clarify whether he was good or evil Barack?
Racism aside, I would say catching Good Cop was a good cop. Get it?
All right, here comes the manipulator, you floppy for alligators. It looks like if I check out Good Cop's moves and navigate the menu just like so before moving him to the front of the party, that should be perfect, Amando.
Here he goes spouting that cringe jap again. I told you, it's not tentacool to be speaking that senpai suck me stuff anymore, Obama.
How is it going, Toad Scroll Tip Touchers? It is I, the king of curses and #1 power scaler in all the universes. Since I was able to use Osama so much in the first season, I caught on to sensing his cursed energy, which has led us to finding him in this crucial moment. He shall prove worthy for my plans going forward.
Happy to report, Your Highness. My legs are spread wide like a lens for you. Destroy me now, please.
Wait, that's meant to be Osama? There's something off about him. I can't quite put my finger on it. Did he absorb your brother or something, Barack?
Don't you dare speak down on my Pokemon master like that. You ancient gear Golduck. Proceed with your 6 skills, my lord.
I will do as I please, you loud dread load lover. I'll be the one giving you the attack order soon, don't forget it. I shall give you boys this Dark Osama to help you on your adventure. Make sure to keep him alive for me, won't you?
I shall guard him with my life, Daddy!
I bid you farewell, President. Go Joe Biden.
Hey, you, Pikachu Pipe Pounder. The name's Wilma Flintstone now, you Baba Booey, Ratatouille, slimy, goomy piece of dino shit.
Ryoiki Tenkai.
He's slicing and dicing. Watch out, Donnie.
Tear up my tyrant, Suki!
Tamanegi Shureda.
But baby, we're in Kanto. How did you get to Kanto?
There's that sprite change I was talking about earlier.
As much as I would love to shapeshift into a werewolf so Midna can sit on me all the time, let's leave this new tainted onion fairy sprite.
A freaking Twilight Princess reference? This game kind of goated already, I can't lie.
So this is Dark Osama then? The evil version of Osama bin Laden, am I getting this right?
Yup, as opposed to his real-life counterpart, who is just chaotic good. MFs love running they mouths until Hero Osama pulls up on them and knocks the Bisharp brakes off of them.
Hero and Dark Osama? What are they? Black and White 3's box legendaries?
Sonic and Shadow looking different nowadays.
I'm going to unfuse Fly Amigo and Good Cop to see if I can get some custom sprite combination between the 4 of them. Might as well see how that process works now rather than later.
What are we going to do about their nicknames? Won't it get confusing if we have to think of a new name every time we fuse something?
Maybe if the name still loosely fits, we can reuse the pre-existing ones they had in their new forms. If Latios is fused with someone else, I would still call it Fly Amigo. If it resembles something that flies, maybe IDK.
And if it transforms into something completely different like a reference, or we have a more suitable nickname, we change it to that instead?
That sounds good. It'll take some trial and error, but I'm sure we will get the hang of the limitless options this game gives us.
I love it when a plan comes together. Mwahaha.
All right, Bad Cop, go ahead and get some more fusey item thingies so we can see exactly how this game's central mechanics work.
Say guys, I was thinking with these extra 2 pairs of DNA splicers. How about we get to fusing you 2 while we are at it, huh?
Not a good idea, Obama. Otherwise, the next episode will sky drop in views harder than a Skarmory.
Okay then. I guess we will just move along and fuse the Silver-Winged Legendary. What are your thoughts, guys?
Ayo, new mic, who dis?
What just happened? Did we just clutch evade an alternate timeline? I don't even want to think of what could have possibly happened in that distortion world.
You pair of Nidoqueen tits, shut up for a sec. I'm trying to decide on what type combination to give our new monster.
Go with Dark Flying. The way I look at it, Yveltal is better than Malamar, so go with his typing instead.
I'm seriously getting deja vu here, like a kid playing through Pearl not realizing it's the same game as Diamond.
Shut those Jinx-looking lips up right now before I go full tandem mouse on your ass, Donnie.
Go ahead and spam my population bombs then, Joey. I dare you.
Okay, now this is weirder than a Stantler evolution.
Now that's bars.
Nice, we got an Gia. He kind of looks like XD001.
You did not just drop the XD laughy face on us, Barack. You shadow spinnerack little shit.
Seems like you can change the custom sprite here too. My enormous Wiglet is going to blast off like Team Rocket. Goddamn.
So here is where we actually choose our ability and nature. The text box even reminds you of the descriptions and effects of both. The customization really does go crazy in this game. Color me impressed.
Does that mean you're always impressed then, Barack?
Shut your old ass up, Joe. Don't make me get bushy-wushy in here to knock off that smug attitude of yours.
I thought you resolved your hasty nature at the end of the last series, but seems like you're still a bitch. You want to go the roast rounds like it's Pokken Tournament? Let's run the set, you mother trumper.
My Weavile is still nutty. You best believe it.
Although Electric Psychic Stab would be powerful, we only gain 5 resistances compared to Dragon Steel having 9 resists and 1 immunity in poison. The best defense is the best offense after all.
Did you just calculate that in your Voltorb-shaped head?
Voltorb head? Who's giving that ball-on-ball action?
Yo, don't get me wrong, the sprite work is amazing. and I get that this guy is statistically built different for battling. But is having 10 type resistances worth how creepy this all-seeing drone is?
Make that 11 with levitate. Now he's only weak to fighting. Nice.
Barack being in love with a nuclear omnipotent looking robot? Can't say I'm even shocked like a thunder.
Hold the freaking sex nav for a minute. I spent majority of the last series studying the game mechanics, move usage, abilities, and Pokemon stats. But now I have to learn off all the types and adapt on the fly to what new fusions are weak and strong against. BRB, just going to seismic toss myself out the window of Central Park Tower.
Fighting moves don't affect dead-ass ghost types like yourself, Sleepy Joe.
That's like the only move that breaks the rule, Donald. Maybe you need to relearn move interactions.
Riddle me this then, Barack man. If I pull out the sniper called Sobble and let off the bubble beam, can it one-hit kill your Obstagoon-looking ass?
The answer is no, Donald. Sobble cannot learn Bubble Beam, you idiot.
You're shitting me right now. Its name is literally Sob and Bubble put together.
Calm down, sexy Donald. This is no time to be irritating the Barack Master. He's got a big fight coming up against the first gym leader, Barack Sr. As the saying goes, don't be afraid to fuck up yo daddy, baby.
I feel like that is horribly out of context.
What are you going on about Joe? I'm ending this episode now. I ain't carrying your slow ass through the first gym, Mr. President. You can fight my dad or whatever next time. You still have a lot to prove.
Well, thank Lilligant Lip Juice, I've still got more secret techniques in my arsenal. I guess this is Toodaloo for now, boys. It's an honor to be back here.
Regardless of how messed up this first episode has been, I can't lie in saying I'm excited to be going on another journey with you two. Hopefully we make it through this one unscathed.
Same here. Catch you later, boys.
What's up, baby boys and baby they thems? It's the Jay Meister back at it again with the Crocs. How are we all today?
You always have the strangest intros, Joe. I'm feeling good. I feel like we rocked the pilot episode here on youtube.com/GameProducer6. How are you, Donnie?
I'm great, boys. There must be something in the air because I feel so happy around you two. I'm not even angry at you anymore. The world just feels so wonderful right now. How you doing, Mr. Mac Blowy?
Just doing a quick team recap from the last episode. Here we have everybody's favorite Blue Dragon Steel type, Arch Aladon. So we should be good to go.
D. Alga called. He said your time is up. Fly Amigo isn't anybody's favorite just yet, Sleepy Joe. I believe you're about to run it up on Brock this episode, yes?
Whoa! Wait! The game is going turbo ninja snips.
Let go of B.
Ah, that's much better. Anyways, I believe you told me off screen there was a trainer school where I could learn about this game's mechanics, Barack. I'm surprised you two are letting me near a building like this.
There's literally nothing more you can do but talk to the NPCs. So they aren't in danger right now.
Is that a challenge? Don't make me HMO2 over to your house and chow down on that refreshing orange orthworm you always tease me with, Donnie. I'll be enjoying that meal more than the Guildmaster with a perfect apple.
Leave my Wrigley Wurmple out of this. I can see you're mashing through the dialogue here, Joe. Shouldn't you be reading it off to our audience to explain more in depth how fused Pokemon work?
How many times must I remind you that English isn't my first language? Plus, Barack is about to give us the rundown right now. Take it away, Spectrier.
I guess that means your fighting words don't affect me. So, sock on my balls, Mr. President.
See? Who's our good chore boy? Wait, what? Why are you disobeying me, Barack? Do I not have enough badges to tame you?
I explained enough of the game last episode. I'm not a walking tutorial, spupa spewer. You two have to pay attention as well, you know.
Oh, love dicks on some s'more sticks. I can't believe you two are doing me dirty like this. I better focus up.
Great! I can't wait to hear your presentation to the class, as even I am as unaware as a woobat when it comes to the nitty-gritty of this game. Have you been up to anything since the last episode, Donathan?
To be honest, Obama Snow, I've been rewatching a lot of our Sapphire playthrough recently. The full 10-hour movie helps me reflect on my past decisions and how to learn from them. Like a lot of our audience, it serenades me to sleep most nights too, which is a great benefit. Reminiscing of those times has got me pumped for this season, you get what I'm saying?
I get what you mean, Donald. We are in the post-Sapphire arc where it's broken beyond YouTube's boundaries and ended up on multiple streaming sites after all. Can't believe we somehow managed to sign a deal to get it on Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, Apple TV, Disney+, Paramount, and even freaking Vimeo. Anybody use these videos to Netflix and chill? If so, I hope your cyber soldier Porygon is being treated well right now. I love the thought of someone boning a chick to the episode of you, Rock Smashing Roxanne. That would be some sexual synergy right there. I might just mess around with a gal at the weekend and see which one I get off to faster. Her sloppy Machapi or Joe catching the biggest L of his career. Sweet, and here's our first encounter for the episode.
The freaking king of the shrews. Now that is some sick combination potential.
It just further boosts their best stats. 2 physical-based monsters ain't too bad. Not a horrible encounter. Also, welcome back, Joe. Go ahead and explain to us what useful knowledge you have obtained from your favorite facility.
Let me compose myself first. I don't want to screw this up like a Magnemite.
We'll get in the Magna Zone like Fly Amigo. The viewers are patiently waiting like some Gen 5 remakes.
TLDR, when a Pokemon gets bodied, it skews the physical traits of a fusion. And if the other one gives you head, it impacts the special stats more. That's my understanding anyway.
Donald, did you understand any of that?
I think this is what he means as a general rule of thumb. The first Pokemon selected is the body, and the second is the head. Stats are mostly averaged out, but the body of the fusion has more of an influence on the physical attack, defense, and speed of the amalgamation, while the head more so determines the special stats and HP. I guess because it's the brain? That makes it a little easier to remember.
Precisely, Donald. Glad to see someone understands me.
I actually just read through the wiki like a berry because you were taking too long. You poor ugly pucker.
At least I can get a little skitty kitty action from time to time. Unlike yourself, you Magmortar Muncher.
So, if you want a fast special attacker, use Alakazam first, and a Hunt Tail second. But if you want the physical traits so this slithery nightmare can utilize the elemental punches, swap them around. I guess that sort of adds up.
Speaking of, add one up on our capture tally because this thing is ours. Would you like to nickname it Barack since I owe you one for last time?
Nah, I'll save it for something that really counts. Go ahead with your own original and creative nickname, Joe.
Welcome aboard, King Shrew, the king of the shrews.
That nickname is about as unoriginal as the BDSP remakes.
Quick note, this guy has the same typing as Gastrodon, so it should be easy to remember his weaknesses.
To be honest, guys, I'm not feeling the best today. You two don't have to worry. It's just when it comes to improving...
Oh my God.
Oh, holy mommy milk tank milkers. He's so cool.
Why couldn't you catch this guy for us, Joe? You frozen, flaccid dugong dickstain.
You're as useless as a sap-sipping sawsbuck. I hope you never experience love and lust and happiness ever again. You teddy-earsome toenail sucker.
Whoa, whoa, that crosses the line, Donald. I wouldn't bestow such an insult on anyone even if I was an execute. Sorry for that outburst, Joe. Go ahead. What were you trying to say?
You know what, boys? It doesn't matter. You both made your considerations for me very clear.
Come on, Joey. Don't bring down the mood like you're using the move gravity. What's wrong with you, buddy old pal?
Donald's right. Let us lift up your spirits as if we just got the key to complete the rocket hideout. What's up, my man?
Alas, I'm a little upset as I was trying to master a technique passed down through the Biden clan specifically for this episode, but I haven't been able to nail it just yet.
Really? I wonder why.
Maybe it's because you've gotten rustier than a toy in Rumble Blast. Try concentrating your ki or chakra or nen or whatever power source you have deep inside of you and adapt to it like a basculin.
Okay, I've focused my energy a little bit, but considering I'm in the driver's seat, this ability might not amount to much. I will, however, do my best for you, sexy Donald.
For the love of shiny Jang Mo-Oh, stop calling me that, Joe.
You love it, you dirty, stenchy, mucky-muck little bitch.
It honestly sounds like you do, Donald.
What are the odds a bisexual bat is our encounter? Don't even think about nibbling on its delectable ears, Donnie. The world knows what happened last time you did that, you irresistible little flittle.
2 episodes in, and the both of you already want to use body press on each other. Can't say I'm even surprised anymore.
All I did was offer some genuine advice. How am I to blame it all here?
If you stop giving me them baby doll eyes, then maybe I wouldn't want to eviscerate that elongated Eevee of yours.
Can't believe you just said that, but please keep the name appropriate, Joe.
I second that statement. Don't get us canceled like Pokemon Z.
I'm going to call this dude Bat Boy. You all may have heard of the Batman comic books and series, but little did you know it was originally a Chinese cartoon show that was brought over to the West in the late 1800s.
OMG. China? You've been forgiven, buddy.
Immediately a lie since TVs weren't invented, but go on, chatter some more Dottler dung, Joe.
Shut up, you dino wannabe. My bestie was talking. Proceed, Joe.
As I was saying, they had to revise and change a lot of the characters and story, which is how we ended up with the Batman you know and love today. They say there were like 30+ rules they had to rework. I'm not even kidding. Just Google Bat Boy Rule 34 and you will find it.
Thankfully, I was doing nothing like someone with a serious nature. So that's my evening sorted anyway. Yay! Yay, 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 yay!
Are none of you going to comment on the fact we got an X item that boosts our Pokemon's special attack by 6 stages? I know we aren't using items in battle, but why would the game give us this thing if not to foreshadow an incredibly tough boss? I don't want to think about this nightmare anymore. Ask your comment questions, Joe.
Sure thing, but first, let me get this straight.
Unlike your penis.
We ask one comment from our free-to-play viewers in the comment section, and the other one comes from our pay to win players who have donated even as little as $1 on our Buy Me a Coffee page. Is that how we're doing it up in here?
That's precisely it, Joe. To clarify for our viewers, there's no need to comment your question again on every episode if you have already asked one. If you think of another question, then by all means, feel free to leave it down below. But we could answer a comment question from episode 1 even 20 videos down the line. Instead, why not answer the comment question of the day with us? What's in store for us today, Joey McDoey?
Microsoft Edge is just about done loading the page here. Give me a sec. Holy braviary biscuits, we've already got a living legend for this series. The real President John F. Kennedy asks, if him and a sniper rifle were in a Pokemon game, who would you choose? I loved your presidential reign, by the way.
Oh yeah? Name 3 things he did while in power.
John was in power? I'm more of a Makima-ass woofer myself, but to each their own. I mean, forget I ever said that like a level-up move. Just answer Barack's question, Joe.
Firstly, he did the stuff. Then he went on to do the other thing. Then finally, he started the whatchamacallit.
Damn! I really didn't think you would get all 3, but you bested me this time. Anyways, boys, I assume we are all picking our home slice, right?
Yep. I picked John because he F's with my Kennedy.
Well, you know my choice, boyos. I'm 720 quick scoping with the freaking sniper called Spear Row for the final kill cam. Who's that at the top of the leaderboard? Why, it's none other than Donnie Harvey Oswald Builder 69, baby.
You said you were doing what to the babies? And what the hell is kick soaping? Barack, help me understand here.
It's better that you don't know Joe. Maybe we should answer another question instead and cut that last one out.
Okay, DM-me4J asks, which Pokemon got JFK? Oh God, not again.
You already know, oh. I'm pulling out the golden snipey sniper called Donnie, AKA the Fear Row, and running the drills through JFK while he's AFK. He doesn't want to see my sick 1080 swivel scoping skills. Motherfucker!
Your KD is Chinchow balls. I don't want to hear it, Donald.
Can somebody please confirm those were real words Donald just used? Bro started speaking unknown there for a sec.
Just ask the next question, Joe.
Rats on the 20 Socks Dono asks, how many Pukumukus using Helping Hand fit around Mega Obama Snow's maliciously delicious Diglett / Rayquaza, or rather Digquaza, before the aforementioned Pukumukus make its ancient power activate, spewing a hyper beam that causes its climax to Dragon Ascent and Earthquake from unloading its gyro balls?
All right, I cannot get on board with this. From what angle do you even take to answer such an insanely, terrifyingly wild?
83.
What was that, Barack?
83, that is your answer. 83 Pukumukus.
This guy will trade us a Weedle X Zubat if any of you would like one. Sounds exciting, don't you think?
No. All right, according to the script, you have to chat to the NPCs around the city before challenging the gym to see if any of them give side quests. Sick feature, by the way, this game is kilowatt-roll crazy.
Crazy?
Speaking of, a lot of manga viewers are speculating I gain another powerful form in real life using the alias Black Panther. Horrible movie, but supposedly his power transcends even Sukuna's.
Careful with the spoilers, Joe, but I've seen the discussions too. A lot of people are saying this Dark Brandon would beat the shroomish shit out of you. Would you stand a chance, Obama?
Sukuna is telling me that is a name he vaguely remembers from the Heian era. If that Sunflora sunglass posing punk used his licky ice cream powered cum shot, things could get dicey.
But would you lose?
Nah, I'd win.
How the houndoom heck did you just turn 2D, Barack? That was funny. Do it again. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Well, from the viewer's perspective, aren't we always 2D?
Ligma shield, activate. Nice attempt. I will never fall for the classic. Insert 2 of D's nuts in your mouth.
You know what, Donald? You're actually right on that one.
Why, thank you, Joe Biden.
No problem, the Lorax. Anyways, back to you, Mr. Game & Watch. Dark Brendan would clap your cheeks like a Smash Bros. End screen. I don't want to hear it.
Stop the Caterpie cap.
Here's the real question we should be asking. Who would win with no powers? Super saving Majin Jew, Donald Throat Goat, SSJJ Trump Clump Stump Bob Bump Crump Ketchum, or Obama Sukuna fingered 22 times?
Excuse me? You quagsire cunt.
What's stronger, Donald's will to live or diabetes? Odds are in at a clean 8-1.
Hey Joe, who'd win in a Pokemon battle, day one or a rock throw?
Oh man, this gym is fire type. We might even see him here.
Donald, come on, that was too far. Don't mind him, Joe. Why don't I come over to your house tonight and we have a little drinking sesh, huh? Give me a new bad habit for this series. You can chillax like a munchlax while I grab the whiskey and pour you a glass on the rocks. Oh, shimmy, shwoop. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Barack. I'm glad these sneaky disses are out in the open air. They were always just a stone's throw away.
Freaking bars!
What exactly are we looking at here? Is it a fire cannon or a flaming sword hilt, or could it possibly be a meat thermometer?
I feel better knowing you're back on that meat grind mentality, Donald.
I don't really care what it's a reference to. You better roll him out with the rollout, Joe.
Don't diss the King Shrew. Not even a berry can save him from this next round.
I mean, with how the burn cut scales, I don't think you're winning this exchange. Long live the king!
Shut up, Scarface, before I send the Don after you. No fan. We all know if anyone is killing a Pokemon first this run, it's going to be you.
I see the salt runs deeper within you than a Gen 6OU player getting hacked out by Scarf Jirachi. Come back to me if you can even beat Barack's dad.
Wait, what? Papa? Have you finally come back with the moo moo milk?
I'm about to beat Barack's dad harder than Barack's dad beat him all those years ago.
Literally impossible, but keep on dreaming, you Musharna Molly Whopper.
All right, I'll stop dissing you for once because let's face it, the God Duck solos this gym easily. Having a rock water type for a fire gym is a free ticket to victory. What more could you ask for?
How can Barack be light years away when I can see him from where I'm standing right now? He's maybe a solid 7 steps north. Have you been supplying to this kid again, Barack?
Not since you snitched on me to the Popo, no nanas. Thanks for that, by the way, Joe.
No problem, Mr. Murkrow. Now, why am I feeling gooey and sticky just looking at this Drago Charmeleon-looking thing?
Excuse me?
All right, boys, from the top.
Dragon Charmeleon. You come on, Joe. You come on, Joe.
Viewers, I am so sorry you had to hear that monstrosity. Remember, you can refund this series up to the 4th episode if you're not satisfied with the service.
Wait, what was that, Barack? Did you say something? I just saw Donald's Discord icon light up. Then all of a sudden my ears started bleeding out. If any of you could call emergency services right now, I would really appreciate it.
Stop being a Surskit sissy and get over it like Bennett Foddy. Bleeding out isn't a status effect in Pokemon, so therefore it's not fatal.
Wild statement, but continue.
You're just jealous that my hit single, Drago Charmeleon, surpassed Dick Shop on the Billboard Top 100s a while ago. Is that 25 weeks straight it's been #1? I can't remember. You lose track after dominating the market for so long.
Oh, wow. I just found the cure for burst eardrums. Speaking such bullshit that I have to make a response. I created a story, a legacy, an immaculate trap classic. That pitiful attempt at a parody that you just performed was pathetic at its best. Let me clarify one thing, Donald. You cannot sing. That was more out of tune than the Island Boys. So go put your vest on and sweet kiss your brother or whatever you get up to in your spare time.
I caught the pokey pun, but please tell me that whole sentence was a joke.
We say some messed up shit on this channel, but we would never commit such a heinous act.
I'll let you off the hook like a failed fishing attempt. Only because I want this run to stay alive so I get a turn next episode, you lucky Lurantis lover.
Good girl. Now be quiet while I quickly go heal our team before the big fight.
What the Rosalia am I listening to? That was dreepy creepy even by your starmy stained standards, Joe.
Arigato, Barack Chan. Big ups on that one.
I'm expecting a huge dub coming out of this gym, so keep your eyes peeled and your mind awake, Sleepinator.
I'll lead with the king, the kid, the goat, the Lord Shrew. Then pivot to the God Duck and Brock should be curtains. I'm pretty sure he only has 2 Pokemon, right?
Yes, but think about it this way. He could have any Pokemon just fused with a fire type. He could have a fire Metagross, a fire Darkrai, even a double fire Typhlosion.
Wait, did that say I have to choose 2 Pokemon to bring to the battle against his? I can't use my full team?
Oh, sweet big apples. Now that is interesting.
Don't overthink it, just bring our 2 best and most reliable monsters.
You're right. Good cop and the God Duck should be capable.
I don't understand why you 2 are sweating buckets over the first gym leader. We know his ace is level 12 because of our level limit. How bad could it really get?
He could lead a legendary. For the love of God, please.
Gasp, it's him. Day 1, come back to me.
Here we go.
It's okay, my sweet prince. There's no rock types around to hurt you anymore.
You say that while literally standing in the first rock gym ever created.
Hold on, guys. Am I going crazy from that rubber room?
You absolutely are, but what's your point?
Does he look genuinely happier without us as his master?
That's just his clone. Day 2. Now send him to the ho-oh heaven like your name is Wallace.
No, Donnie, it's okay. I have fully accepted his loss, but we all make mistakes. Things are fine. I feel great.
I hope you're feeling good enough to take this beast down. Criminy Jickets.
Wait a second, I can sense your power surging through the battle, Joe. Have you finally unlocked your innate potential?
Go ahead and roar at me, Uvolian. Sorry to tell you that in regards to Pokemon battling, I'm overwhelmingly stronger.
What the? This is the power of your base form now? Barack, are you seeing this?
I am feeling this right now. What's going on?
Joey Mac Blowy, Your pure power is insane. It's off the charts. No meta type. I am honored to be witnessing such an incredible battle.
You know who else is the honored one? Imaginary technique. Biden blast. Nice one. I clutched it out in the end. Let's freaking go.
Pulls off some of the craziest and coolest shit that we've ever seen in our lives. Ends it off with LFG. Are you gonna explain, Joe?
Frankly, I don't care what just happened because it means the run lives on to die another day. It looks like we will have to hone our special attacks, and JoJo poses Barack to end off all our gym victories with so much pizzazz. These chumps even cheer for you on the way out. I cannot wait for that to absolutely not blow up my ego and give me a bigger head than a drift limb.
What is there to explain? I got the win. Your father is a fraud, so what? No big deal.
It's all fun and games until my dad brings out the belt and mustard fused Pokemon. It's even scarier. He has a more terrifying monster that he only unzips when he is serious.
Okay, I've heard enough about Brock's Solid Rock Onyx for today. Say, Joe, did I see something about being gifted a Wonder Trade ticket? What the skibbity skiploom was that about?
Yeah, apparently it's a free trade or something up the Poke Center stairs. I have no idea. I was more focused on the Calm Mind TM we got. Were either of you paying attention?
I'll explain what's going on. Viewers, we will need your input here. This game has Wonder Trade tickets, which we seem to obtain after every gym fight. These tickets can be utilized here in the Pokemon Center to trade away one of our monsters to receive another. Do you think we should go out into the wild and catch a fodder Pokemon to trade away, effectively giving us an extra capture after every gym leader? Or should we only be able to trade away Pokemon we can naturally catch or obtain through standard Nuzlocke rules? Personally, I'm a fan of the latter since we could send off a weak fusion in the hopes of getting a better Pokemon from the trade, but it's never a guarantee. There's a bit of a risk and reward system at play. The benefits of the former is that there's a better chance to show off more fusions throughout the game just by having more materials to work with. Let us know down below which rule we should follow.
Serious question, boys. Y'all think Okidogi is packing it?
I'm sorry?
You've been forgiven, Chris Breezy.
No, I mean, what is Joe trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, do you think he got that American Bulldog in him?
Nani. Now I'm as lost as a sword in Shield expansion. What did he mean by that, chat?
You get what I'm saying, right? The floppy Furfru, the girthy Growlithe, the relentless Riolu, the lickable Lillipup, the zesty Zoroark, the hairy Houndoom, the zany Zaddy Zamazenta, the small succulent Smeargle, the delectable Darkspun. Do you think he's got a gargantuan penis? You choodle chompers! How is that not obvious?
Mr. President, are you waiting to receive his limp penis?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? Eating a succulent Broccanese meal?
I don't know why you've both spiraled into madness, but all I did was ask a pretty straightforward question.
If I had a nickel for every time Dog Dick came up in the second episode of a GP series from Joe, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Hey, Donnie, they're still on that list, right?
I think this is the 8th time I've written them down. I'm just gonna throw down anything with a limp penis to save on ink. Really wish I did that 712 pages before, but hey, what can a sexy macho-built millionaire like myself do?
All right, you guns of sons, get out of here. You've got a big fight coming up next episode, Donnie. Rumor has it, he's Barack's dad. Why do they segregate me like this?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Last time Joe beat the absolute mittens off of Obama's dad, and today I'm going to be continuing to Mount Moon while getting a few encounters. What's good, boys?
I'm okay, Donald. Just don't bring up my dead blue cat called Mittens ever again. I still can't believe he drowned all those years ago, but there's no point looking back like a Rowlet. How are you, Joe?
I'm good, boys. Just pumped one out to a Curly X Gulpin fusion on DeviantArt, so I'm unlocked and unloaded. What's this chick yapping about, Dawn?
She's talking about outbreaks of hidden ability monsters, apparently. You can tell at the start of battle whether or not a Pokemon has one, which we are about to find out.
Wow, my plan actually worked. Hero Osama, the leader of the Bone Club. You're back from the future. Welcome home, Mr. McFly.
I'm so confused. What's going on?
Here's the rundown. Sukuna's power was infused into one of the Onion Fairies as a vessel since it could travel through time and preserve his strength. He was sick of splitting himself into fingers, so he transferred the majority of his cursed energy into forming Dark Osama. He then sent the evil Bin Laden back in time to the Heian era and waited for his perfect moment to summon the Black Onion Fairy in order to regain his full power. Naturally, to keep the balance of light and darkness in this world, I sent an alternate universe Osama to the future to call upon in the world's time of need. You feel me?
These are freaking digital sprites, Joe. What the venom moth shit are you talking about? We are just three non-homosexual bros sitting in a Discord call playing a self-inflicted challenge on a kid's role-playing game. That is all. Time travel, alternate universes, good Osama bin Laden? My man, you need to seek help within the next 2 to 5 business days, because this just ain't right.
As I said with the hackers thing, just let it go, Obama. If this is how Joe wants to get invested in the game, just let him believe what he wants. It might be fun, you know? Just let that childlike wonder take over. What do you say?
Okay, Donald, you're right. I'll play along. Say, Joe, why is the Zoroark X Celebi the bad Osama anyway?
Because he's black, obviously.
You manky-mouthed mother mucker. I have every right to yank my Suki bear right out of me and get him to finish you, once and for all.
He always leaves before finishing me off. Call that a ceaseless edge.
He's only ever done that to me twice. Call that a double edge.
Well, if you want to avoid the recoil of the chopper called Remoraid, then you better focus up Donald. We were lucky to catch an onion fairy already, but now you'll have to catch a second one. Things ain't looking too good, Chief.
Well, I'm presuming its capture rate is brought down by the Cubone in it. It should be fine. The only thing is the recover will stall out our ball throwing attempts, but surely Joe can convince it to join our side, right?
I can indeed, Donnie. All I have to do is play with its belly like a drum and rub its soft little head. Pokemon me style.
All right, you have my permission, as well as all 4 million viewers who are watching this, to bash this guy's skull in, Donald.
Yeah, I think it's time for racially ambiguous Osama to put his alter ego to rest.
Real talk, are we not counting dupes clause for this series then?
Well, look at it this way. Each monster can fuse with itself, so maybe we will do a max of 2 Pokemon for species clause. Think of how hype it will be when the 2 Osamas settle their differences and fuse together for the Pokemon League.
We all know that ain't happening. Never forget that the last time Donald tried to catch a Celebi, he let a pseudo-legendary hit the floor like it was drowning in a pool.
1.
Well, guys, there's nothing wrong with me.
2.
Nothing wrong with me.
3.
Nothing wrong with me!
Something's got to give, Donald. You giving it your all right now would be a solid start.
You electric idiot. I'm literally trying my hardest here, but this stupid celery stick dick keeps recovering. Let me just chip away at it. No basculin.
This is just embarrassing to watch at this point. Did you both learn anything from me in the last season?
I learned how to roll a Scooby-Dooby properly, that's about it. Speaking of, have you slipped back into those bad habits yet, Barack?
Meh. I dabble in the old oddish from time to time, but not half as much as I used to.
Well, both of us will try not to give you a reason to go back on it. We agree you are much cooler to hang out with when you're sober. Right, Donnie?
Oh, nuzzle my nuts and leaf my anus, baby. Let's a freakity freaking go goat. Time to roll this lettuce up and blaze the hell out of it. No chimchar.
You insensitive pollywagger. Were you not listening to a word I just said?
Oh, for God's sake, never mind, boyos. He ain't even a grass type. I guess you and Snoop are on the smoke delivery service tonight, right, Obama?
If temptation is a stat, I guess I'm at +1.
Just checking the character limit here, and it looks like I barely have enough space to spell out Hero Osama.
I find it insanely funny how your nicknames take up just as much space as you do, you wide guard built whale lord.
And I find it hilarious you want to suck my Nidoqueen tits, my king.
I was actually going to ask the 2 of you about that. Well, not that image specifically, but whatever you both do in your spare time is none of my concern. Wasn't there something different about you last episode? You were both wearing masks or cosplaying or naked or something strange?
I've always been nude doing these videos.
You mean our new microphones? I had to give my gold-plated one to Keanu Reeves after I lost the secret post-Sapphire fight. It was a good match, but his fried chicken form was just too damn durable for my Big Mac attacks.
After the first episode, mine just blew up like a clay doll. Luckily, I had another ordered from Wish that arrived the very next day.
Damn it, you too. We are supposed to be delivering high-quality content on behalf of Game Producer 6. But now, thanks to your Shelgon scuffing mics, we can't even promise the viewers that.
Half these MFs ain't even subscribed, so who cares?
No offense, but who gives a set of Rookad's nuts about our new microphone qualities? The people are here for one thing and one thing only. The gameplay, baby.
I swear to St. Sneasler, if you lose something after saying that.
Don't worry, Barack, our team is full of ferocious beasts anyway. It's literally an impossible feat for Donald to lose somebody this early in the adventure.
Did either of you know Hitmontop gets revenge? What kind of bullshit is that, huh? There was actually nothing I could do there. Fly Amigo wasn't at full health, and my input lagged, plus my monitor switched off, and the sun was in my eyes. and my shoes were on backwards, and I especially need a haircut. So of course I was going to get our legendary killed from all those distractions.
And your mom got a rim job last night from a shelter. What's the significance of half the crap you just said?
By the God Duck's glorious flippers. No Johns, you cuddly Q fant cocksucker.
He's more so a copperaja cum sipper. Nice to see your erotic asphyxiation cannot be restricted as you choke a battle as early as your first episode, Donald.
Guys, to be fair, all that stuff was out of my control. Both of you would have lost Good Cop and Fly Amigo in this one battle.
Did you just soft confirm Good Cop dies here? Donald, I swear to Lord Helix.
He was living that easy. There wasn't a shred of a doubt in my mind, baby. Dastardly D is back on the map, sucker.
Douchebag D is heading back to Pewter all ready to deposit a body bag in the dead box. We are already on a worse pace than our previous run. So much for improving.
I don't really care that somebody died, but it's the fact it was our Dragon Dancer. We could have unfused them down the line only to combine him with a Lucario or Groudon for an insane physical sweeper. Now it's just a Poliwag's pipe dream.
Face it, did either of you even like Fly Amigo?
I loved him with all my heart, yes.
Literally my tied first favorite fusion alongside Dark Osama, yes.
You two are targeting me as if I use Follow Me just because I lost a Pokemon. Give a guy a break, all right? Holy pincer tips. Can a gracious man not make mistakes from time to time?
I don't make mistakes, Donald. Plus, this isn't about me. We're shredding you and your thick, fat ass right now.
The issue is how consistently you mess up Donald. I'm going to start calling you Generation 1 programming with the amount of errors you make.
So, can I abuse Donnie for my own benefit, too?
Just in case he goes missing. No, you cannot, Joe.
Oh my God, that was absolute bars Barack. I wonder how many of the viewers caught that pure nine tails.
Say, boys, do you think now is a good time to ask our comment question?
Better now than at Fly Amigo's funeral. Go ahead, Donald.
Cat Maniac 6 asks which type of Poke Fusion will be our favorite aesthetically? Cute, cool categories like that. I'm looking forward to the insanely badass designs, those that scream power. It's a plus if their fusion materials are strong as well, but if the design is built different, then I'm all about it.
I'm definitely looking forward to the creative fusions. Ones where you have to think for a second, or grasp a true understanding of what it means as a final result. Those ones that really tickle the brain, you know?
Speaking of tickling, I'm containing so much joy thinking about any cute ones we find.
I knew you would say that, Joe. I'm using Disable on you. Pick something else.
Damn, you Hound Doom lover. I guess I'll go with my second option, which is referential material. I'm looking forward to the other pop culture references, gaming or anime characters, stuff like that. It'll be fun to talk about those topics when they show up, like how Twilight Princess is the freaking goated Zelda game. Dark Osama is lucky I don't feminize him right now.
Has anyone ever said they would feminize the world's most recognized terrorist? That might be a new low for us.
Here we've got a question from Donnie Baseball 33. All right, fess up. Who snitched that I was practicing for the baseball minigame coming soon? It was you, wasn't it, Dreepy Joe?
Donald, I told you. Barack is playing mind games by using confusion on you. It looks to be super effective, but don't listen to his empty words. There's no baseball minigame you need to be practicing for.
Wait, really? Obama, you dusky dusk stone looking ass. Can't believe you'd trick me in Aguav Berry like that and activate my gluttony.
If I held out anything that resembled food, you would eat it regardless, you Avalug-built shit. Get back to the question.
All right, good cop. This one is a three-parter, I guess. If Barack could blaze a billion blunts with any Pokemon, who would it be?
Gotta be Hoopa Unbound. Not only would he keep the rotation station alive with his 6 limbs, each holding a roach of different potential, but he could also traverse millions of dimensions to hand-pick the crispiest Zoot Zoot.
Would you not give him a hand plucking that cottony, Barack?
Oh, give it up, you flippy-floppy wishy-washy.
Makes sense, makes sense. If Trump could belly up a billion Big Macs with any Pokemon, who would it be? Tough call, but I'd have to go with the Guzzle Lord himself.
Our editor?
Your boyfriend?
No! Guzzlord, you ultra yeasts. He literally diets on mountains and seas, so he's the only one that could compete with my Mac attacks.
Compete is a strong word. At best, he would be a runner-up or student of you, Donald.
I'm surprised you didn't call him my brother or something, Joe, but I'll take it.
Finally, if Biden could fuse another Pokemon to make Swalot even better, who would it be?
What a terrible question. You can't fuse perfection with anything to make it better. It would actively get worse. Swalot's shape, its size, its touch, its texture, how it makes me feel, its loving movements when we are alone. That can never be amplified or enhanced through a simple fusion.
Dodging another answer like a minimized spammer. Answer the question, Joe.
The only object that comes even remotely close is Wobbuffet. Being able to wail on that thing only for it to dish the damage back twice as hard is exhilarating, I must say. It can take more of a pounding than my daddy, but that doesn't make him sexier.
Point post that to r/out of context.
Come on, guys, that Deli 9 was so cute. What a good boy he was.
All I'm saying is, if I ever start dreaming about that tall blue cock shock absorber, run for the hills. It's not safe to be around me anymore.
Oh Christ, are we still talking about this?
What are you even implying, Joe? How could we tell you were dreaming about that wacky, wavy, inflatable dude?
Trust me, you would know straight away. I'll never forget the first and last dream I ever had about Master Swally Ollie. I'm luckier than a chant the cops never found the bodies.
Max, excuse me?
Let it slide like the rocks, Donnie. Not even God himself wants to try and comprehend what Joe is talking about right now. I just want to take this time, boys, to say I'm so glad to be back here with you two. Feels like the series has been a long time coming and countless hurdles have gotten in the way. But I am oh so grateful to be chilling here with you two while battling this nightmare fleshlight or whatever the heck this is on the screen. Just like the Sapphire days. Am I right?
I know what you mean, Obama. This series has felt stagnant since its inception. I wonder if it's got to do with the media censoring everything we say, forcing our editor to use a new program for these videos?
That could be it. I heard he's been facing more blocks than a Snorlax. But since it's for the fans, he's trying to bypass any and all obstacles like it's the Pokeathlon.
We just want to thank all the viewers for being patient during these dry periods. And thankfully, we are so Barack.
Be sure to join the Discord down below to keep up to date on these videos, live streams, discussions, and further updates. You will also gain access to previews of the newest video before its release.
This channel is also extremely close to hitting 10 million subscribers, so don't forget to join the cause.
It's actually just 10,000 Joe, you rock and roller rider.
Wait, seriously? That's still too many. Guys, make sure to unsubscribe from Gay Seducer 7. Do it now before you forget.
Damn it, Joe, don't be like that. Viewers, if you've made it this far in the video, be sure to join the freaking bars comment chain down below. It was a fun little thing done on the first episode, and every once in a while we will throw it out there to see who really watches these videos in full.
It was actually episode 2, Barack.
We don't talk about episode 2 in this household, Sleepy Joe. My Ogre Pond pussy gets itchy just thinking about it.
Just going to yeet past that sentence for now. Say, where's Nurse Joy?
She's not pounding the chance he's out back again, is she? Those poor egg carriers don't deserve such physical trauma. Save that for the mothers who deserve it.
Frankly, I don't give a chingling ring where she is gone. Little do these chumps know that wherever there's a PC, there's a free heal for the D-Monster.
Oh no, he's pulling out his D-Monster again. I better get my J-holes ready.
I wish this surprised me, but I'm numb at this point.
One simple deposit and withdrawal like my limitless bank account in an ATM, and we are golden to go.
Something, something, something. Give me your ghouls. Isn't that right, Joe?
What the frillish? For the last time, stay away from my ghouls. You Pangoro-looking ass.
Dad and Daddy, can you shut up for a second? I'm trying to concentrate here.
Sweet Dark Osama, on a plane crash, I cannot believe how hard you are focusing on this Donald. You're telling me you'll give your undivided attention to putting Pokemon in and out of the fucking PC system. But when battling against something your monsters are weak against, you don't think twice?
Baby, I don't want to know.
That shit didn't even work. Guess I'll buy the rip-off Magic Carp and pray it can carry us through Mount Moon. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this would be randomized even as a gift. This low-key might be able to carry the weakened team if it has download as its ability.
Hopefully it's a Porygon 2, but we won't know until we check.
Or it could be Porygon Z. I heard his fusions in this game are more cracked than a teapot.
Would you look at that face? It seems you were right about the ability to Donnie. That's awesome.
It has the worst moveset I've ever seen. What's a +1 splash going to do to the opponent? I didn't know Charizard could even learn that move.
Welcome to the team, the derp.
Maybe it's Porygon's base level up move? Even I didn't know that.
You fools. That's going on the assumption it's pulled from their move pools. If that was the case, it would be something like Conversion, Recycle, Metal Claw, and Heat Wave. But considering not a single one of those moves appear, it's obvious that the game is just programmed to give this guy one singular move. That being Splash. Amateurs.
This Revival Blessing Corpse did not call us amateurs right now. I know that didn't just happen.
Hey look, it's the nurse. What's up, Pokey Babe?
Of course you remember something gameplay-wise when it isn't your turn, Joe. Typical.
Quiet down, your pops is back, Barack. He might fuse a Machoke with a black belt and let him close combat you if you start to misbehave.
That was as predictable as what happens the turn after you use Dig. Get some original material, Joey.
How does it feel to know the most significant black man in Pokemon ain't even black, Obama?
You mean like that? That's the type of Sal-landed shit you want me to say?
Well, that sure is an interesting statement. Proceed, Donald. Watch your words now.
Well, look at the man's eyes. He's clearly Blasian. Feels like you need the Mach Bite to get past him. That's how sloped they are, you know?
I'm trying to find words to describe how I'm feeling after that. Joe, any thoughts?
That was so insightful, Donald. Ironically, it really opened my eyes on Brock as a character.
Ha! That was a good one, buddy. I'll grab our Mount Moon encounter, then baton pass it off to you for the next episode, Obama.
Donnie, watch out, he's gonna TP. Quick, chuck your most reliable balls at him.
He might not have console commands enabled, so we might be good on the teleporting Joe. Big preach for being on the lookout.
Just please don't forget Dark Osama is still a grass type. A Hail Mary flamethrower would be dangerous.
It has Ember Barak. There's no way Ninetales learns flamethrower before level 8.
As of Generation 6, it must have begun playing the Pyro in TF2, because that fox comes strapped like he's a Smash Bros top tier.
Torania! Well, guys, what did you think of my jump cancel up smash?
I'm presuming you're in New York right now, Donald. You landing after a Spacey's kickflip is the only explanation for that recent earthquake.
Are we seriously about to brawl like Ivysaur's, Barak? I shoot so quick, you don't even see the bullets.
Against me, all you'll see is bombs.
My Zelda would mop the floor with both of you. I don't want to hear any further. We just bagged another pretty solid encounter with a special attacking monster. Fire Psychic is a great offensive type too. Defensively, it's only weak to stuff like ground and rock and ghost and water and dark. So what, basically nothing?
I wouldn't call 5 types nothing, but it could be so much worse. I'm gonna call this guy 9 since that's part of its name. Shout out to all the Germans who watch this scheisse.
Now that all three of us have had a shot at this game, what do you guys think about it?
Mechanically, I think it's awesome how fusing Pokemon works in terms of changing stat distributions. It really spices up their usefulness, as they can be deemed viable by its ability, typing, or moveset. For example, Stunfisk is such a terrible Pokemon no matter what way you look at it. But if it's paired with Gardevoir, the electric or ground typing can really benefit the final product.
I agree with you in that regard, Donnie. It sucks that not all Pokemon look so high quality and unique, but it at least changes the way you look at battle, so who am I to complain? And personally, I'd love to see a Gardevoir and Latias make out.
You mean fuse, right, Joe?
That too, I guess. There's still no guarantee of pants going on regardless.
Now I'm concerned for that Golbat gaming chair you're sitting on. Oh, I get it now.
Come to think about it, I've never seen you leave for the bathroom on these calls, Joe.
Anyways, I'm genuinely enjoying the game too. I just love the little quality of life changes, the fact it's not a copy-paste of Kanto, the customizability, everything. It's all so well made.
Speaking of so well made, I actually have a surprise for you both next episode. I can't go into detail quite yet, but I know you'll both love it when you see it.
Finally, week 3 of asking for Barak's Sandaconda is coming true.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Don't try cover it up. You want to see it again too, Donnie.
These encounters are getting out of hand. Do you not think so?
It's not a stretch to say so. The encounter rate has been kind of high as of late. Maybe because it's Mount Moon it has a reputation to hold up?
I don't know, but it feels like every 7 steps I'm running into something. See, the game just proved my point. Can we not hack in repels for our sake?
If it gets extremely out of control, we can do that. Right now, it's early enough in the adventure, we could literally get repels next town and start using them then and there.
I hate to be that guy, especially when I've been having a blast so far. But the shop randomizing basic items is a pretty dumb decision. I'm sure it was just an oversight on the randomizing options that the developers never considered. But Pokeballs and repels and healing potions should be a guarantee, regardless of settings.
Good luck in the next episode, Barak. You're going to be having about as much fun as a Nihilego left with a hentai artist.
You think the mountainous moon scares me? You both severely underestimate my patience, I see. The hard part will be having to listen to you two goobers the whole time.
Oh, quite the contrary. No superior. I think we will be the only thing keeping you in check.
You can see how absurd it is from the whack-ass gameplay alone. The encounter rate is nearly as high as Donald's cholesterol after cleaning out a Chipotle.
I'll have you know my average BPM is lowered to 236. So go crunch a scorched slab of willies, why don't you?
Yeah, Joe. Making fun of a life-threatening medical issue is not funny, you cancerous character.
Oh look, it's Team Pocket Rocket. I wonder what this secret project is they're talking about.
I'm guessing it's a retelling or variation of the Mewtwo movie. Maybe they fuse him with his parental figure and actually create the legendary Mew 3. That would be pretty sick, not gonna lie.
I remember trying to hunt down a Mew 3 ever since I discovered YouTube 17 years ago. Man, those were the days.
You actually fell for my prank video of how to obtain him in Pokemon Emerald Barak?
The internet was arguably a much wilder and untrustworthy place. We all fell for it back in the day.
How did any of you believe such Batboy shit? One of the steps was to dunk your Game Boy in sparkling water to unlock the hidden laboratory. I do agree with your last statement, though.
Yeah, now YT is just flooded with lazy AI covers and voiceovers. I hate those videos.
Was that rock smash you just got, Donald? I believe it can be forgotten since they've made it a TM this time around, which is handy.
No, he gave me cock bash for tonight, Barak. Of course he fucking gave me rock smash. What other move would be used to clear the smashable rock in our way?
To be fair, he could have just given you the notched pickaxe.
Exactly. That's what he gave me for my 21st birthday present, no Delibird, as well as an all-out pummeling, but I had been asking for that for years.
The Stockholm Syndrome is strong within this one.
Anyways, go ahead and wrap up the episode like a Dragonite Donald. Overall, I'd say you did okay today.
I was just trying to test out the new move we were given and we get another stupid encounter. This game has it out for us boys, just sweet crumbs. If you make it through next time without going absolutely insane, Barack, I will thundershock my tongue off a Raichu's asshole.
I've been waiting for this for years. Do not screw this up, Obama.
Totally irrelevant for my gameplay next time. I'll show you both how a real pro handles a challenge like this.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We deeply appreciate the patience, as this video obviously took a lot of new learning and adjusting from our editor to finally make. We would seriously appreciate a like, comment, share, or subscription to show that the effort put into this video was worth it. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one.